Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Wogu. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber who moved from England, United Kingdom to Alberta, Canada. And if this is your first time watching any of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I make videos about lifestyle, career, freelancing, and everything in between. So if you're interested in leveling up your life in 2025, this is the channel to follow. In today's video, I am going to be telling you guys how I moved from working in healthcare in the UK to working in marketing communications in Canada. People have asked me a whole lot of questions regarding PR. Oh, do you have to still work in healthcare in Canada? Do you still have to work in healthcare in Canada? How do I work in healthcare in Canada? Just a whole lot of questions that I've gotten. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys that this is in light of my last video, which was how I got fired after 2 days in Canada. I've seen some of the comments there. Even this particular comment of this person saying that I never lived in the UK, I'm not living in Canada, I'm in Nigeria making these videos. It's actually funny because some people are just so unhinged, but you know, it's social media and I'm the one that put my life out there, so anything I see, I take it. But this is in light of the last video that I posted where I talked about getting fired after 2 days. If you watch that video to the end, you will see that I talked about getting 2 offers of like 2 great jobs, and I actually chose the one that I really liked after all of that. And that job was in customer service. The offers that I got were not in customer service. They were not in customer service at all. They were in my career path. So I just did customer service for 2 days before I got fired. So I saw a comment. I think the person deleted the comment. I didn't delete it. I don't like to delete comments. I don't have, like, I'll just leave a comment there, okay? But I saw a comment that someone left saying, oh, maybe you know it's your personality or something. And why did you delete the comment? You would have left it there, because I would have left it there. I wouldn't have deleted the comment. But how, please? Like, I don't understand how I explained myself in that video. So if you've not watched that video, please go and watch it there. But I don't think it's my personality, because I have worked in a whole lot of places, okay? I've worked in companies in Nigeria, I've worked in the UK, I've worked with companies in the US. I've worked on global campaigns, like campaigns for brands like Google and Facebook and all of that. So anybody can say anything. You can say anything, that you can think anything about me to say maybe you don't think I'm competent or whatever, but I do have like a very good track record of the jobs that I've actually done. And like I said, I will still say it again, I've worked on campaigns for brands like Google, I've worked on campaigns for brands like Facebook, okay? I have won a writing competition for 33 Exports. I'm not going to just stay here and blow my trumpet. That's not what this video is about. But then, like, when I go into a workplace, it's not like shy or anything. I take my time to like study what's going on there, you know. Like, I think that's the best thing to do. Not immediately you like start working, start showing yourself. And I'm not saying that, you know, just be calm and all of that, but I like to understand the workplace first of all. Like, you know, just take my time to know people, know the job, just know what I'm actually doing, know the company that I'm working with and my colleagues, okay? So that's the most I'm going to talk about that particular issue. If you know what that video, please go and watch the video. And for the person that said, oh, like, oh, maybe I'm not like competent, I don't know why you deleted your comment. You'd have left. I'm actually a very confident person, and I do have a very good track record, especially in my career. So I'm not going to allow someone on the internet to come and make me feel like, oh, I'm not good at my job, or I don't know what I'm doing, or like, no, like, you don't even know me from anywhere, okay? So please get up my page. Now let's talk about how I moved from working in healthcare in the UK to having a corporate job in Canada. If you are new here, like I said, my name is Wogu. I am a marketing communications professional. I have over 5 years of experience in this field. I started my marketing communications career in 2017 when I got a job in a PR agency. I worked as a content manager. That job made me know that I loved working in communications, marketing, PR, and I will continue. And that was the career that I was going to pursue. Do you understand? After that job, if you are Nigerian, I did my national youth service, which is the NYSC. I was posted to a law firm first, but then that didn't work out because the guy was keeping me. I think that story for another day. The guy was keeping me and my colleagues till like 11 p.m. and somehow he knew that I could do content, I could do graphics and all of that, and then he made me start doing all of that when that was not what I was hired for. But I was doing it. I mean, I like to do those things, so I was actually doing it. But then we had a clash, and they had to reject all of us from there. Like, he had a problem with NYSC because of the way he was treating his core members, and he had to reject all of us from there because of his working conditions. He didn't have any full-time staff. Like, the guy is actually a popular person. Now, I'm just not going to say it, okay? He's a popular person, okay? He's a popular person now, but I'm not going to say anything. But his working conditions were so poor, and he did not have like any full-time staff. It was just core members that he was using for his business. Anyway, NYSC made them reject us from there, all of us that were there, okay? And then after that, I got another job. I was posted to Radio Nigeria in Ikoyi. That's where I continued my service. I worked as a junior news content manager. There, I voiced the entertainment bulletin. I gathered stories, did a whole lot of things, and also ran errands, because you know how you work in the Nigerian civil service and you're not running errands for your for your senior colleagues. Are you kidding me here? So I also ran errands while doing all of that. After my NYSC, I got a job in a commercial bank in Nigeria. Before getting that job, when I was in my third year as an undergraduate at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, I got an internship in a big commercial bank in Nigeria as an operational risk intern, which was kind of weird because English undergraduates, we don't do compulsory internships. But I just wanted to work. I've always been an ambitious person, and I honestly wanted to work. So I took that opportunity. I applied for that internship. I wrote the assessment. I passed, okay? And then I got the job and worked there for my internship in my third year, like, you know, that long summer holiday. Yeah, I worked there. I worked in the operational risk management department, and to be honest, I loved it. I still say that that's still my best. That's still the best place I've worked in since I started working. Like, my colleagues are amazing, my boss is amazing. I'm still in contact with a couple of them, and they're so freaking nice, okay? Anyway, so when I got this job in the commercial bank as a graduate trainee, 1 week after my NYSC, I did everything, like read the assessment and all of that, and got the job. It was time to go for the medicals and all of that and submit all the referee forms. I did not submit, okay? I didn't submit the forms. My mom was angry. She was like, this is what we are praying for, you know, Nigerian parents, this is what we are praying for. How, like, what do you mean that you're not going to resume the job? And I was like, I don't want to work here. And to be honest, if it was the bank that I interned as that gave me that offer, I would have taken it, okay? But it was not the bank, and it's not like this particular bank was not good. It was a really good bank, but I was just not interested in resuming, and I didn't have any plan, like nothing at all planned, okay? So lo and behold, my sister and a friend of mine introduced me to Fiverr. So I started working on Fiverr in 2019, because that's when I passed out from my NYSC. So I passed out in March or April, but I started working on Fiverr in April. I registered on the platform, and after 3 or 4 days I got my first job, and then things started going well. I started earning in dollars. So nobody at home like started, you know, telling me that, oh, like, I didn't resume at that job because I was already making money. I was not making money in dollars. After that opportunity, I started working on Upwork the next year in 2020. Upwork went so well for me. I also got a full-time job. I worked in an e-commerce company as a brand manager. That company was in the US. And then after that, I worked as a brand manager for a tech company. And then I worked as a lead ad strategist for an ad agency in the US, while still freelancing on Upwork. So on Upwork really worked out for me, because even the platform posted me on their social media pages as a talent spotlight. I'm talking about Upwork's platform. They have 1 million plus followers on LinkedIn. I was posted on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. It was a very good time. Like, when I was in Nigeria, I really had a good time. I had a good life. I was quite comfortable. And then I moved to the UK. And to be very honest, I was thinking that everything will go well for me. Like, you know how things were moving smoothly for me in Nigeria career-wise. Unfortunately, that was not the case. To be honest. I started looking for a job when I moved to the UK, and while I was getting people DMing me, like recruiters, they wanted me to work full-time, and I was on a student visa, so I could not work full-time. I had to take the first job that I got, which was working in domiciliary care. Do not work in domiciliary care, okay? I don't have any problem with working in healthcare. I think you're doing something really good. However, domiciliary care is like the worst of them all, because the pay is not even the pay is not it at all. You get paid only when you're in a client's house. I leave the house 6:30 in the morning. I get back home by past 10. And then I don't make up to $100 after spending all the time outside. But please. So I did domiciliary. I did it for a while, and that didn't work out so well. I got a job in a venture capitalist company in the UK. I worked as a PR and comm strategist. It was a contract job and it was part-time. It paid me £16.50 and it was remote. I only went to work when we had events like maybe Account Text in London. So it was amazing. I liked that job. That was my best job in the UK. And after that, I moved to agency care. So I worked in the healthcare sector as an agency support worker, agency carer, healthcare assistant, and all of that. I did that for a bit, and then I got a job in an agency, and I worked there as a marketing and sales specialist. I worked in healthcare for a bit. Now, moving to Canada is a different ball game altogether, especially when you've not been actively working in the industry, in the marketing communications industry, and the corporate industry full time. It might be very difficult for you to transition. Even if you've had loads of experience from your home country and then you move to the UK, you have to work in healthcare. There are some things that you might not even remember, but it's not about remembering the things. It's also about things changing in the industry, new tools coming up, different things happening. So you might be asking yourself, so how do I even, okay, now I've moved from the UK, now this my healthcare experience has helped me go to Canada. How does that even work? How do I even get into the corporate industry? One thing that I did, I'm going to tell you guys some things that I did that helped me, but one thing that I did was I was constantly learning. I'm someone that enjoys learning. There's no year I did not take a course. Every year I take courses that would help me thrive career-wise. In 2022, I took a marketing analytics course because I didn't really know a lot about analytics. In 2023, I can't even remember. I think I took an SEO course. I can't remember. Just take courses to understand what is happening in the industry. So you can actually do that. Another thing that I would say that helped me was creating content online. Marketing, I feel that social media content creation is also a huge part of marketing, even though we don't talk about it a lot. So I did a bit of writing. I would write on my blog. I also did a little bit of freelance work on jobs here and there, just to keep my mind active, especially the creative side of my brain active. I also created content on social media, so it helped me with my editing, it helped me with my strategy, it helped me with thinking, when you're even doing your keywords, you use like tools like Keywords Everywhere, and just some tools that are very essential, okay? Another thing I did was, like I said, doing online courses. I noticed that I didn't know how to. I knew a bit of project management tools like Asana and all of that, but I didn't know how to use Jira. So I took a course on Jira, and instead of just taking the course, I also practice. So what did I do? My friends and I, we tried to create an app. So we created a strategy and we used Jira for that. So that really helped me understand how to use. When it has to do with taking courses online, I don't just take courses for taking sake. No, I like using tools like Coursera and Udemy because they give you assignments. So when you take courses on Coursera and Udemy, it helps you because they give you assignments, and when you do these assignments, you can add that to your portfolio. So I kept my mind fresh. What you can also do is follow thought leaders. If you know you don't want to do the healthcare for a long time, you're exhausted about it, and you want to go into a new career, follow thought leaders in that career. If you're in marketing, there are tools like HubSpot, SEMrush. They have blogs where they actually share tools and resources that can help you. So you need to follow these platforms or follow people that are actually good in the field that you want to go back into or you want to go into. So you just see what is happening and keep your mind fresh. Another thing is ensure that you are up to date when it has to do with certifications. For instance, let me say you're an accountant in Nigeria and you moved to the UK, but when you were in Nigeria you had ACCA, and now you want to move to Canada, but you've been working in healthcare, you've not done accounting in a while, so you don't even know what to do. I would say, if you're going to Canada, make sure that you convert that your ACCA or ICANN to CPA. You should be working towards that. Do you understand? Look for relevant certifications in the field that you're going into. Maybe you were working in project management before, and now you've been doing healthcare, and now you want to go back to project management, and you're going to a new country, you don't know what to do. Do you have your PMP yet? Look for how to get relevant certifications, not just packing online courses here and there. It will not end well, it will end in tears. So that's the advice that I have for you guys. When you finally get to the country that you want to get to, networking, you're looking for how to transition, networking. What do you want to do? You want to do project management, you want to go into cybersecurity, where can you find those in cybersecurity that are already working as cybersecurity analysts in the country that you're actually going to. Check online, check LinkedIn, you can check Eventbrite if they have like events for that, and attend these events, network with people. Not a lot of people enjoy networking, and to be very honest, I really understand where you're coming from if you're not a huge fan of networking. To be very honest, I really understand where you're coming from, but it's something that you should do, okay? When I moved to Canada, I attended this CPRS, Edmonton, Canada Public Relations Society. So they have like an event every second Saturday of the month. It's like a coffee chat. So they talk about a topic in communications or PR, and then there's networking. So there you can get to meet a lot of people. I'm very grateful that I met a couple of Nigerians, amazing people in communication space, and they've been very helpful. They've been very, very helpful, okay? So you don't even know if you meet your helper in those networking spaces. And Canada is a place that is very big on networking, so I would say So I would say these are the things that actually helps me transition from a career in healthcare to a career in communications or marketing communications in Canada. This is not a video on how I got a job, though. There are a whole lot of things that you'd still do. You still need to work on your resume, you still need to do job applications, you still need to do good cover letters, you still need to do interviews. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. But if you're looking to transition careers, because I've gotten calls and DMs from people saying, oh, hey, like I watched your video and all of that. I used to be a data scientist in Nigeria, and now I'm working as a healthcare assistant in Canada, and I'm in the UK, and I want to move to Canada, but I don't know if I want to continue working as a healthcare assistant, or I don't know if I think I want to move to another career. People ask me these questions all the time in my DM, and what I would say is, if you know that career that you want to do and you know that you've not really done that in a while, you need to go back to the drawing board, okay? Go and make yourself useful in that career. If you're in data science and all of that, go and work on a project. Go and find a dummy project and work on it to make sure that you sharpen your skills and your skills are relevant. Go online and make sure that you know all of the tools that you would need to do your job effectively in Canada. In marketing, like some tools that you need to know, Hootsuite, you need to know maybe some HubSpot tools, you need to know how to use Canva, Adobe, a whole lot of things that you need to know how to use. So make sure that you are very comfortable with using those tools, and you know what is going on in your industry in that particular country that you're moving to. And from there, I think, yeah, apply probably a job. I know that this might not be. So yeah, that's the advice that I would give you if you want to transition careers. This is what I did, okay? I still made sure that I was doing something related to like marketing. Do you get? While I was still doing healthcare, I still took courses, especially in places that I have knowledge gaps, okay? I still took courses. For my writing skills, I still wrote on my blog, or I would write for people freelance and get paid. For the creative side of my brain, aside from the writing and taking these courses, I also use my social media to practice. I would create videos, do my editing, do my thumbnails on Canva, just watch videos to see what's happening. I still follow thought leaders. I would read the blogs that SEMrush, HubSpot, they are putting out to see what is new in marketing, and just understand what's happening in the industry. For networking, I would not say that it really helped me a lot. I'm just happy that I met amazing Nigerians, but the job that I got, I didn't know anybody. In the 2 offers that I told you guys that I got, I didn't know anybody. I just saw these jobs, I did my interviews, and I got the jobs. Okay, so yeah, that's basically about that. Yeah, if you have any question, let me know. I'm going to be filming like a Q&A very soon. I'm going to put the stuff on my community page, but you can leave questions here in this video and I will answer you. But I will put up something on my community page where you can actually leave some questions that you want answered, and I will definitely answer that. Okay, that's going to be like my first Q&A ever since I moved to Canada. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching. I just came back from church, so I usually like to rest on Saturdays, but I just wanted to film this video quickly. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on TikTok at Gipso. Till I come here again next time. Be good, be nice to your neighbors. And I'm going to be hiring very soon for my blog, so keep your mind open. Just put your ears down, okay? Put your ears down. So when I put out that ad for, I don't know, my blog, that's if someone does not refer someone for me, when I put out that ad, please, or when I put out that flyer, please make sure you send your applications to me. Thank you. Bye.